Hello and welcome. You're watching the News Hour Agenda. I'm Padmaja Joshi. Yesterday, all of you would have seen a video that was released by China's propaganda arm. Interestingly, it was not put out by any official channel, but was put out by a number of handles, individuals who are known to be nothing more than China's state-affiliated media. They claimed that this video showed Chinese troops unfurling the Chinese flag in Galwan. But today, as always, it was time for the truth to come out. So you saw actual soldiers of the Indian Army unfurling the actual tricolour in actual Galwan territory, actually on the 1st of January 2022. Because the propaganda that China has been tried to peddle was extremely thin. The images, 3 pictures, showed very, very clearly that when it comes to the Galwan Valley, Indian troops are very much present there. Chinese flags are definitely not being unfurled, and India's land and its sovereignty is very much intact. It's not surprising that China's propaganda was demolished so quickly. What is surprising, though, is the alacrity with which this obviously fake video was picked up and subsequently amplified by some within India. Which is why today, when the Indian Army was seen in Galwan with the Indian tricolour, it was the turn of the BJP to turn around and ask all of those parties who yesterday were questioning the silence of the Prime Minister and wondering where the lalak being shown to China was. The question being asked to them was, why was this gullible acceptance of Chinese propaganda yesterday? Was it simply a case of being too naive, or was it deliberate?
An attempt was made by the Congress party to hide it. This is the same Congress party that questioned surgical strikes and called it surgical strikes. This is the same Congress party that questioned Balakot airstrike and said Chil Kauve Mare. This is the same Congress party that blamed India for Pulwama and gave a clean chit to Pakistan. It must be shown as to what provisions are there in the contract signed between Rahul Gandhi and the Gandhi family and the Chinese, because of which such kind of fakery is peddled by Rahul Gandhi on a daily basis only to undermine our Indian armed forces.
प्रधानमंत्री को देश को आश्वस्त करना चाहिए। आप एक्शन से करिए या बातचीत से करिए, हमें अपनी सेना पर पूरा भरोसा है। और जिस तरीके की नीतियाँ, ये तो कांग्रेस थी जिसने माउंटेन ब्रिगेड आदि सादि बना करके जो हम अभी तक एक दृढ़ता से खड़े दिखाई दे रहे हैं, वो सब पिछली सरकारों की देन है। लेकिन इनको भी तो कुछ ऐसा दिखाना चाहिए जिससे लगे कि चीन को लगे कि भाई नहीं, भारत वो पहले का भारत नहीं है।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
RP Singh, spokesperson of the BJP, joins us along with Ghanshyam Tiwari, spokesperson Samajwadi Party. And my first question is to you, political analyst Dr. Sumant Raman, a very, very avid watcher of China as well. Do you think you fell too soon, or rather the Congress fell too soon for what was very clearly Chinese propaganda?
There is no doubt that this was Chinese propaganda. That has not been in question. The point was that rebuffed in an effective manner. I think whatever I know and whatever I have heard so far is that, quote unquote, the media is reporting that pictures have surfaced. In fact, the army has not officially put it out on its Twitter handle, the ADGPI Twitter handle or anything. So the minister shares these photographs. And also, sources in the security establishment is what we are told as from where these photographs came. Now, It's very simple. It will take a few minutes for an official statement to be made, debunking China's claim and stating in no unambiguous terms what the position in the Galwan Valley is. I mean, it would take just a minute. Instead of that, we have photographs.
No, so let's unpack what you have said. Let's unpack what you have said. Let me begin at the beginning, as they say. Are you saying that you don't believe these pictures are actually from Galwan?
No, I would be much happier if the Indian Army or even the government comes out with an official statement stating that, look, these are the photographs taken and this is the actual position in Galwan. I don't think anybody
Sir,
has an iota of a doubt that the Chinese video is propaganda.
If I don't have to pay any income tax, but the government doesn't run according to what makes us happy. The government does what it has to do. Now, the question I'm trying to ask you is, just a second. No. I will tell you, sir, why not this, why not that? We can go in all different directions. Let's now come. I will circle back. I will circle back to the issue again and ask you that yesterday, when China put out a video, there was not a single person who said, I would be more happy if actually the Chinese government would have put out this video. No. Some Xin Shui has put out a video, and everyone, and these are, by the way, actual Congress leaders who jumped in and said, Modi ji,
everyone knows that video was a propaganda
why
video.
This silence? So,
everyone said that's a propaganda video. The point is,
who everyone said it's a propaganda video? Name me one Congress leader who said it's a propaganda video.
Look. What did Rahul Gandhi ask for?
Give me names.
What did Rahul Gandhi ask for? He asked the government to give a clarification.
Give me names of people who said this is a propaganda video. Tell me who. Who said that this is a propaganda video?
If you go online on Twitter and see, there are enough and more handles who have called out this propaganda video multiple times. The point I'm making is
it doesn't matter on Twitter. Twitter can have all sorts of people. I'm talking about the mainstream political opposition, which took this hook, line and sinker and immediately turned around and said, and let me quote to you what the head, just a second, what the head of the AICC communication cell said, and I quote, this Prime Minister is a weak Prime Minister. This Prime Minister is a weak-kneed Prime Minister. The Congress party leader said the Chinese flag is in the Galwan Valley. Why is the Prime Minister silent? This cynicism and skepticism which you have reserved today for these pictures of the Indian Army, not an iota of that was actually applied to Chinese propaganda. The Chinese today can say that we are sitting in Tamil Nadu, and immediately there will be somebody who will say this Prime Minister is a weak Prime Minister. This Prime Minister must speak about whether the Chinese are sitting in Madurai.
Answer my question. Answer my question. Why can't there be one official statement?
No, sir, this is not an endless you ask a question, I ask a question session. This is a show where I ask a question and I wait for answers from you.
You are not answering. Forget the Congress party.
Sir, if you'll ask me a question, then who will do the show?
This video will want it debunked. Anybody who sees the video will want it debunked. Will want that.
But this was not about debunking. This was about drawing conclusions based on the video and declaring that India is a vassal state and the government is a weak government and the PM. No, sir. I am sorry. There is a world of a difference asking for a clarification. Just a second. Sir, tomorrow, if I was to get a video of you, for example, asking for a clarification would be, Mr. Raman, I have this video of you. Is this true? But making allegations is, Mr. Raman, I have this WhatsApp forward about you and I think you are a fraud. That is drawing a conclusion. It is not asking for a clarification.
That is a scoring of political points. Now the point is, here is a great opportunity for the government to completely
and you think that's okay?
Nose into the ground by putting out an official statement.
But nobody gains,
what
sir.
The position is.
Nobody gains. See, that is the point I'm trying to make. You see this, even issues of border security as, oh wow, I am scoring a political point. Oh, now I'm going to rub your nose in the dirt. Do you really think this is an issue where two parties, one in government, one in opposition, should be going at each other and gloating about how they have humiliated each other? Who stands to gain?
How does the opposition know the position on the ground? It's the government which has to clarify, not the opposition. Who has to clarify the position on the
Because,
ground? Opposition has to
sir,
clarify.
you can ask the government for clarification, which is why you have parliament, as opposed to
So now tell
using
me.
a
So now
propaganda
tell me.
video
So you tell us.
to
Now you tell
bolster
us.
your
What is the
own
position?
allegations.
You tell us what is the position. You tell
That's
us
a
what
good
is
point.
the official position.
That's a good point. But you agree?
Official position.
Okay, I will ask that question. That's a very good question.
the statement?
Very good
Where is the
question. Now,
official
will you
statement
first
from the
answer my
army,
question,
from the
which I
defense
asked at the
ministry?
beginning, that the Congress was too quick. You are still not, it has been 11 minutes now since the show began, and you still haven't
are
answered the
repeating the
one
same
question
thing,
I asked in the beginning.
You are
Do
not
you
answered
think the
one
Congress,
question I asked.
I am constrained
You
to
have
repeat
not
myself
answered
because
a
you haven't
single
answered the
question.
one question I asked.
I repeated myself.
Sir,
like
the
a
name of
parrot,
this show
saying
is
the
News
same
Hour
thing.
Agenda.
You
It
are-
is not
you are
News Hour
avoiding-
endlessly ask
you are-
questions of each other.
You are avoiding the question. You are running away from the question. What can I do? Why is there no official statement? Is it so
Because that
difficult to
is-
understand it? You answer that.
I
You're
have,
batting for the
okay,
government.
let me
You
for the
should
last
answer that.
time try and get an answer from you. Why should I
Congress
bat for
party-
anyone? I bat for nobody. All
Congress
I am batting
wait,
for
wait.
is ensuring that we
Congress
are
party
not
is playing
held up to the
politics.
standards of China,
One
and
minute,
we
one
are
minute.
not denigrated at the back of Chinese propaganda, period. But let me
Congress
again
party
try and
is
ask you the
playing
simple
politics.
question. Do you think that some parties were too quick to jump onto Chinese propaganda in order to score a political point?
Congress
That was my
party-
question. Simple.
Yes, Congress party scores political points or attempted to score political points. Now is the time for the BJP and the government to rub their noses in by giving an official denial to debunk the Chinese propaganda video. Why is it not being done? Why are we getting leaks
Okay.
from sources?
All right. This is not a leak, sir. This is not a leak. I will explain to you, but I think somebody who is better
Yeah,
placed to
didn't-
explain is actually
How did it?
Lieutenant General
those
S.L.
pictures-
Narasimhan.
You know,
Sir,
you know,
okay,
you know what the Hindu has
okay.
said?
Take
You know
a
what
deep
the
breath.
Hindu has written? They've said
All your
the
questions will be
pictures have
answered.
surfaced.
Just can I please tell you, I'm
Pictures have
actually going to. Okay, Lieutenant General S.L. Narasimhan, member of the National Security Advisory Board, is joining me, and that's exactly the question I will put to him, Suman Siraman. Please don't be so agitated. So, General Narasimhan, the question now is that when you have such a serious propaganda effort being made by China, should there be an official denial and a statement of fact from the Indian government?
See, it is like this. Thank you for getting me on this show. Firstly, the ground position is very clear that there was no violation of anything that has been agreed to in the last year's agreements that took place between both the sides. That is point number one. Point number two, there will be any number of efforts by adversary countries or anything else. In fact, a couple of days ago, you would have found that 15 places in Arunachal Pradesh were given Chinese names. There will be n number of things like this. So for everything, if government starts reacting, then you will have an issue on hand. So I'm sure the government is taking what it is supposed to do. But for the benefit of the people on the panel as well as on the show, or the people who are listening to this show, I would like to only say that there has been no violation of anything that has been agreed to in the last year when the disengagement took place, and the moratorium on patrolling in that area continues, and both the sides are sticking to their own side. There has been no violation of anything on the ground, is what I want to say.
Okay. Suman Siraman, are you satisfied with that?
This could have been put out a day ago, or even at least half a day ago. It would have solved all these issues. Why are we putting photographs? The Hindu said photos have surfaced, quote unquote. I'm actually reading the article from the Hindu. Photos have surfaced is how they have described these photographs. Not that the army has released the photos or the government
so
has
I will
released the
tell you
photos.
this because I accessed the photos. Yes, this is through government sources, and it's not as if I was staring into a pail of water and suddenly these photos bubbled to the surface. These are photos which are attributed to government sources.
Why?
Now, let me ask you, RP Singh, as a political statement, Sumansi Raman is very upset about why there isn't an official statement. Should the government or your political party make an official statement of fact about a purported propaganda video?
Padmaja, the problem is Mr. Sumanti Raman is also part of the extended arm of the propaganda machinery, the global times of the China, as per me. Because if he says, did I interrupt you, Mr. Sumanti Raman?
I did not make any personal comments.
Please hold on.
Please,
you don't know me. How will you make a personal comment? I know you were in and out. So hear me out now. I heard you a lot. Just shut up for a while. So he is part of the extended propaganda machinery of the China, which is and so is Congress Party.
Please, let's be civil to each other. Let's be civil to each other. All right, and no heckling and no crosstalk. No heckling and no crosstalk. Dr. Sumanti Raman, you will reply in full, and also everyone will be civil to each other. Yes, that is the ground rule.
I will interrupt. If he talks about me, I will interrupt. Let him talk about the topic.
Okay. Talk about the topic. Why is there no official denial? RP Singh.
I'm coming to that. So why shall we answer every fake news? And Mr. Sumanti Raman, please ask your friend Rahul Gandhi to answer the pictures which are posted about his junket on the New Year, with whom he was traveling, with whom he was roaming around, in which country he was there. There are a lot of pictures on Twitter, a lot of pictures on social media, sorry. So fake news don't need to be answered. Neither, no question should be raised on fake news. Did we ask Rahul Gandhi the same questions? I mean, I send you the pictures, you will feel ashamed of seeing those pictures. Any Indians will feel ashamed of seeing those pictures. But we know that they are not fake news. So fake news don't need to be answered. And all those who raise fake news are part of the Chinese propaganda. I'm saying on record, Indian National Congress is in agreement with Communist Party of China, and that's why they keep harping on what Communist Party of China wants them to harp here. And they have been paid for this. Officially they were paid once. We don't know how many times unofficially they have been paid for.
Okay, Ghanshyam Tiwari. And you know, the funny thing is that it's not as if everyone is of the same opinion. Whereas there are some who are saying that anything that China says should be taken at face value and is a reflection of India's surrender. There are others. There is Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, for example. There is Milind Deora, who very clearly says that Indian army enjoys support of 1.3 billion Indians. China's credibility is at rock bottom. Then why would you choose to believe what a country with rock bottom credibility is claiming? Ghanshyam Tiwari.
Good evening, Padmaja, to you, the viewers, and my co-panelists. A very happy New Year to everyone. Let us wish and work that collectively we will make the country stronger, prosperous, and harmonious. As far as this issue is concerned, some headlines stand out. That for which BJP must say something. For example, the BJP spokesperson doesn't seem to know about the response of India to some of the things that have happened in this respect. When China renamed the territories on 30th December 2021, on the same day, the political counsel of the Chinese embassy wrote to some members of Indian Parliament, including a union minister, and castigated them for attending a dinner. So China is provocative, is doing the propaganda, and India Today analysis says that the images Chinese state media shared was 1.2 kilometers from patrolling point 14, PP14, where the hand-to-hand combat took place, where the martyrs, brave martyrs, ensured that the Chinese have a bloody nose. But the point is that what is behind the Prime Minister's plea of China mat suno, China mat dekho, China mat bolo. The headline of Economic Times, December 24, 2021, a year of record trade and frozen India-China ties over Ladakh Strait. Trade with China under BJP leadership has crossed $100 billion. What was to around to $1.5 billion in 2001. If Bharatiya Janata Party has given so much business to China, if Prime Minister has met the Xi Jinping by 18 times, then what is when over here, if anyone can tell us, or you can tell us, Padmaja, when was the last time Prime Minister uttered the word China? Forget the La Lakh. He is unable to tell to the country
so what is your question, sir? You are saying
when the government of India responds, there are times when the government of India does not respond. And as a result, as a member of opposition, I believe that in an ethical manner, the Prime Minister is on a back foot. And we cannot rely on his back foot.
Sir, as far as taking the name of China is concerned, as far as taking the name of China is concerned, just this Thursday, when China attempted to rename places in Arunachal Pradesh, the NEA has said, and I quote, Arunachal Pradesh has and always will be an integral part of India. Assigning invented names to places in Arunachal Pradesh does not alter this fact. So they have gone and rebutted every single attempt that has been made by China. Now, your argument is, in general, Narasimhan, if you could answer that, why do we not name China? Do you what do you make of that argument, that in order to call out a bully or call out a falsehood, you say he is the bully and he is the liar? Why is that not being done?
It is like this. Generally, all these arguments take place basically because the audience or the people who are actually observing these things do not actually know what has happened in the official circles between India and China. All these issues, I am sure, are being taken up by the WMCC, which is actually a forum in which these issues are raised. And these things are discussed and conveyed to the Chinese in the correct manner in which it has to be conveyed. So whether you name a country, you don't name a country, it doesn't make anything in power, doesn't make any difference in the public. But what the government does between the governments and the established mechanisms actually is what we need to look at. And that probably is not in the open domain. Therefore, all these arguments do take place. But I am very sure and confident that the government is actually conveying their concerns on all these issues to the other side in the correct way, through the established mechanisms that are still functioning very clear.
Well, if BJP names Pakistan on every count on an election podium as they can, why are they shying away from naming China? Let me tell you, Padmaja, that between 2014 and 2020, no party has visited China as many times as BJP. Their ministers have visited China. RSS functionaries have visited China. They literally were hosted by the Chinese government.
Okay,
or
Chinese respond.
Agencies. And today, if they fall silent, there has to be a reason.
If you do not shy away from naming Pakistan, then why do you shy away from naming China? Just out of curiosity, though, what is that going to achieve?
Padmaja,
I mean, it's not as if everyone's expected to wear a T-shirt with "I hate China" written on it. What exactly is that supposed to achieve? I've always wondered, Ghanshyam Tiwari, what exactly is going to be achieved by the Prime Minister getting on television tomorrow and saying, ladies and gentlemen, we all collectively hate China. What exactly is that supposed to achieve?
Excellent question. What did the Prime Minister think Dr. Manmohan Singh was supposed to achieve when he said, "La laakh dikhani padegi"? You have to ask the man on the basis of his own commentary. I'm not even saying
we're talking about naming. We're talking about naming.
The man has one commentary.
The Prime Minister never said Dr. Manmohan Singh should say कि आप China का नाम लेकर के बोलिए हम China को लाल आंख दिखाएंगे हम China को. He basically said, please do not capitulate, please do not shy away, please be as aggressive in return. Lal Ankh is not about naming. This has always been a very curious argument. Every press release is, look, they have issued a press release, they have debunked the claims, but they haven't named China. इसका नाम क्यों नहीं है इसमें?
मैं बताता हूँ लाल आंखें क्या, please Padmaja,
Why are you scared of naming China?
अरे सुनिए, दोनों सुनिएगा, लाल आंखें क्या है? अरे एक मिनट घनश्याम जी, आपने, मेरा नाम आरपी सिंह है, घनश्याम तिवारी, माय नेम इज आरपी सिंह, और मैं अभी बताता हूँ लाल आंखें क्या है. India did nuclear test. Mulayam Singh Yadav immediately said, हमको पाकिस्तान को 20,000 करोड़ रुपया देना चाहिए. Poor country will suffer because of Indian test. समझ लगी आपको ना? ये याद रखना बात को. मुलायम सिंह यादव की स्टेटमेंट थी, आपके नेता अब्बाजान की, आपके अब्बाजान की स्टेटमेंट थी, और मैं नाम बदल कर कह रहा हूँ इनसे अब्बाजान का, ताकि आपको ध्यान में आए.
No personal comments, please. No, this is not nice. No, we won't do all this Abbajan, etc. over here. Please stop
पाकिस्तान को कि हमने न्यूक्लियर टेस्ट किया है.
Why is Prime Minister hiding? Why should he not speak up on China? That is the issue. You are a BJP spokesman.
मैंने बताया ना लाल आंखें क्या है. लाल आंखें समझ लगी ना आपको क्या है? लाल आंखें क्या होती हैं? लाल आंखें होती है जब हम सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक करते हैं, अखिलेश यादव उस पर क्वेश्चन मार्क लगाते हैं. When Akhilesh Yadav asked question about the surgical strike, when airstrike is there, Akhilesh Yadav asked question about it. That's where the लाल आंखें comes. लाल आंखें तब है जब 26/11 को एयरफोर्स का चीफ
the reason why one keeps asking this, again coming back to you, Dr. Sumansi Raman. Okay, again coming back to you, Dr. Sumansi Raman. There is definitely a disproportionate amount of force or when you compare, you cannot compare the two countries, China and Pakistan, which is not to say that India is any way shying away from standing up to China. As you can well imagine from the 13th round of negotiations that we've had, where there has also been a disengagement. You agree to that? That India has stood its ground when it comes to facing up with China. That being said, when domestically you put your government on the back foot vis-a-vis China in a situation where negotiations are still underway, you force them to go in with one hand tied behind their back. Don't you think?
Absolutely not. I mean, in any democratic country, it is the duty of the opposition to ask questions of the government. And all they are asking is, please give us a clarification.
On
they are asking for clarification on what is the actual factual position of the ground.
On a fakery
itself is wrong. Sir, please. So, Padmaja, look, I think that there is a complete disconnect between what is being asked of the government. Okay. The government, look, we agree that there is a problem. There is a problem with China. Otherwise, these propaganda videos at least will not be floating around. Let's assume that disengagement has happened successfully and everything is hunky-dory at the border. Why are they going on pushing these propaganda videos then? So there is a problem. Now you can...
Sir, where has there been a silence? Where has there been a silence? The Prime Minister spoke after Galwan. There was a statement by the Defence Minister inside Parliament. Where has there been a silence? And there is an elaborate statement that is given after every single round of border talks.
We are discussing this issue of these Chinese propaganda video and the photographs which have been put out today from the Indian side. Now, on this issue, for example, on the Arunachal Pradesh renaming of places, there has been a categorical statement by the MEA. On this issue, there has been no statement. That's all.
Yes.
That's a very simple point. Why?
Okay.
Because there was an official statement by China and it was officially... No. There was an official statement and it was an official denial.
Exactly. So the very simple difference there is, sir, Yes, and more importantly, this is not something, let me again remind you, this is not something that was taken up through official channels by the government of China. This is something that was put out by propaganda handles, point number one. And point number two, that the last official engagement that India had with China actually was a very cordial one on New Year's Day, where sweets were exchanged across the LAC. So are you supposed to tell the government of China that, listen, even though you are reciprocating this cordial gesture, we are going to respond to some random handle? Anyhow, but the more relevant issue that you have raised is about how we need to have constant information out there, and which is why General Narasimhan, now that we are talking about large-scale ramping up of infrastructure, whether it be in Arunachal Pradesh, whether it be now in Ladakh, we are talking about this bridge which is now being built across the Pangong, connecting both its banks on the Chinese side. Does India need more transparency constantly on what China is doing on their side of the border? Because in the long run, it is going to affect us on this side.
Okay, let me answer this way.
What are we doing?
That's the point. The point is that we all have been reading, listening, seeing what China is doing on its side on the infrastructure development, building up of infrastructure, building up of airports, etc., etc. So what we can do is, and what we should do is, we should improve our infrastructure, and we do not have to go to town with it that we are doing this. Let us do it quietly. Let us build our capabilities. Let us build our positions wherever we need to do, and then let us do it quietly and be prepared for any kind of issue that we need to face. So that is the way I would say, instead of debating this in public and saying what he is doing and what I am doing, I think that is not the right way to do it. We should definitely take care of what the Chinese have done, take note of it, and we should build our capabilities and infrastructure and everything quietly and be in a position to deter any kind of adversarial issue. That is what we should look at, instead of debating this in public.
But is India still in a position to deter any adversarial issue, propaganda aside? On the ground, is India prepared, and is India preparing to take on any adversarial moves?
I'll just 30 seconds, I'll cover this. Please take your mind back to 1967 in Natula, how we faced Chinese. In 1986 in Sundarungchu, how we faced them. 2013 in Depsang, how we faced them. 2014 in Chumar. 2017 in Doklam. 2020 in Eastern Ladakh. In every place, wherever our territorial integrity or sovereignty was questioned, we have always stood up to them. And that is what we will do even in future. That is point number one. Point number two, the capabilities are getting built up very quickly. It will take some time because we started much after Chinese started this infrastructure development. We need a little patience, and the infrastructure development is taking place in a good pace, and we should be able to be in a position to take care of any kind of adversarial moves that can take place along the border.
All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you very much, all gentlemen, for joining us. And before I go, when anyone says, what have we done in order to face the Chinese threat? A very small piece of evidence of that came in the pictures today itself, which in Dr. Sumant Raman's words have surfaced. Take a look at the rifles that are being held by the soldiers in Galwan in these pictures today. These actually are rifles that were bought as an emergency procurement. They're American rifles. They're one of the best in the world, and they are with our units all along the LAC on our border with China. That's what we are doing. Thanks very much, all gentlemen, for joining me.